Good morning, viewers and listeners of Concerned Citizens Media. Welcome back and nice to have you here. Thank you again for taking the time and to share your time with me. So as usual, I have some news to read, then a selection of different videos to share with you at the end of the reading material. So let's go directly to the reading of the news. Here are the news and the Concerned Citizens Media comment for February 17, 2021. Hunger strikes of Oromo political prisoners continue for the 20th day today. Their conditions are worsening from day to day. The court handling the cases of Johar Mohammed, Bakala Garba, Hamza Borana, and other Oromo political prisoners permitted these prisoners to be seen by their own trusted doctors. However, according to Oromia Media Network report, Bakala Garba was forced today to visit the hospital under the government control. Johar Mohammed, Bakala Garba, Hamza Borana, and other Oromo political prisoners requests for their trusted personal doctors make sense in this situation when the government is the core plaintiff in their cases. The Abiy Ahmed administration is using every available public and government resources against these Oromo political prisoners, including using the court, the attorneys, and the federal police to drag the cases of these individuals in their theatrical court show, or through refiling cases or requesting extension of appointment by using unacceptable excuses or other reasons. Justice is not expected for these individuals from such corruptly set up judiciary system. Justice is in the hands of Oromos' unity and strength in their struggle for freedom. So that is the comment from Concerned Citizens Media. We don't expect justice from Abiy Ahmed and Prosperity Party. They use different tactics to drag them for extended period of time, deny them medical treatment, and deny them when the court says something. The federal police arrest them again after they pay bond. All this is not the right way of judiciary system. So we don't expect justice from this court system or under Prosperity Party or under Abiy Ahmed controlled system. The justice is in your strengths and in your unity, what you do toward your goal. That's the most important thing. Another damning evidence against Abiy Ahmed's denial about the Eritrean soldiers' involvement in the war in Tigray. Dr. Aragai Barahe, one of the founder of the Tigray People Liberation Front or TPLF and the chairman of Tigray Democratic Coalition Party explicitly confirmed the participation of Eritrean soldiers with the official blessing of Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed of Ethiopia. Dr. Aragai Berehe said that Eritreans did great job in helping the Ethiopian soldiers defeat the TPLF forces in the Tigray war. But he said they are not disciplined like the Ethiopian soldiers in their engagement in the war operations. Evidence about the presence of Eritrean soldiers is mounting both internally and externally. But the issue is what can be done about the liars and the deniers of these credible facts. What will be the consequences of lying to your own citizens and to the global communities? Can we sue them for treason, war crime, or other human rights violations? Our argument in the future should be about the penalties, not about whether Eritreans are in Tigray or not, because this is already established fact through American satellites, through personal accounts of refugees fleeing Tigray, plus Abiy Ahmed generals, and this guy, Dr. Aragai Berehe, is a close friend of Abiy Ahmed, saying that yes, Eritreans involved in the war, but they are not disciplined like Ethiopians. Nah, I don't see any discipline. They didn't show up. They didn't show any discipline in the when they are working on when they are operating the command post in Oromia. No discipline. I don't see any discipline from the Ethiopian soldiers. So yes, Eritreans involved in the Tigray war. That is period. You don't need more evidence. But what can be done? What are the consequences? That should be the argument for the global community in the future. So what will be the consequence? What are the penalties for lying, for denying the realities, for, you know? So that should be the question in the future. The Oromo diaspora community denounced Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed's Ambo speech. These diaspora residents living in United States, Canada, Australia, and other parts of the globe said that the Prime Minister's speech made in Ambo is hateful, disrespectful, ill-informed, and has a divisive agenda against the Oromos. Oromos must collectively reject such hateful and divisive speech and keep on their momentum on preserving their unity, cooperation, and their collective resistance against the oppressive regime led by Abiy Ahmed. That is the only way that can lead to their freedom and to the liberation of their region, Oromia, in the future. Until that happens, disrespect, hateful speech, ill treatments, divisive politics, mass detention, killings, rapes, and other grave human rights violations against Oromos will continue. So this hateful speech, divisive speech, rapes, torture, mass detention, killings, all these are expected under the dictatorship led by Abiy Ahmed. So it will continue. They will continue the divisive speech, belittling Oromos, disrespecting Oromos, attempting to divide and conquer Oromos by saying, foolish RC, blah, 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 you know. So all this is their strategy, and it will not stop until that land is liberated from them. So it's going to continue. So Oromos should continue. It's a long journey. It's not a short journey. It's a long journey to remove this tyrant from that country. It's not a short journey. It cannot be done. It cannot be done within 1 week protest or 1 week campaign. It should be a long journey, and you should not give up. Keep the fight in all means. Do whatever you can. Then you will make freedom possible. So don't be disappointed by all these hateful speeches, ill treatments, detentions, harassments, all this. This is going to continue. Ethio-Sudan tension. This conflict is still happening. Today, Sudan carried out a fresh attack against Ethiopia on a new front. This Sudanese military attack happened on western Gondar zone. As a result of this military offensive, properties with estimated monetary value of 1.6 billion birr were destroyed, and the residents of Midra Gannet and the nearby areas were also forced to flee for their lives. There is no deaths or injuries reported for this new Sudanese offense. The Ethiopian government is silent on this new attack. Abiy Ahmed and his Prosperity Party have exposed Ethiopians and Ethiopia for foreign enemies like Sudan and Eritrea. Such government conducts are unprecedented in Ethiopian history. So they exposed the country for foreign enemies, and they should be accounted for that. They should be accounted for that. Inviting Eritreans to destroy your own citizens' property, looting, killing, torturing, raping. That's a treason. Now Sudan is taking more land and attacking that country. So it's a treason, but Ethiopians are silent so far. They're supposed to be alarmed with this situation when the country is attacked. Citizens are hurt. So they may be, I don't know what they're thinking. Borders crossed openly. So that's a treason. And these people should resign, should be accounted for it, not running for election, campaigning for election. One side they are exposing the country to foreign enemies, and they thinking that now they are the leader of the people running for election. That is they're making Ethiopians foolish, really. Ebola is back in Guinea and Democratic Republic of Congo. Ebola is a virus that causes severe bleeding, organ failure, and can cause death. It spreads through contact with bodily fluids such as blood. health authorities in Guinea declared an outbreak of Ebola on February 14, 2021 in the rural community of Goke in Nizeroke prefecture after 3 Ebola cases were confirmed by the national laboratory, making the first time the disease has been reported in the country since an outbreak ended in 2016. Initial investigation found that a nurse from the local health facility died on the 28th January 2021. Following her burial, 6 people who attended the funeral reported Ebola-like symptoms, and 2 of them have died, while the other 4 have been hospitalized. World Health Organization is supporting the authorities to set up testing, contact tracing, and treatment structures, and to bring the overall response to full speed. World Health Organization Regional Director for Africa, Dr. Matshidiso Moeti said, it's very hard to read this name, Guinea healthcare workers played a key role in supporting the Democratic Republic of Congo with its recent outbreak, with team of vaccinators helping to train health workers in the Democratic Republic of Congo. During 2014-2016, the West Africa Ebola outbreak, there were 28,000 cases and 11,000 deaths. 2014, just within 2 years, or 2014 to 2016. 11,000 deaths and 28,000 cases just in West Africa, that Guinea, Democratic Republic of Congo, Senegal, this area. It was spreading very badly, if you remember, 2016, 2014. The outbreak started in Guinea and spread, then moved across land border to Sierra Leone and Liberia. That's in 2016. Credit for this one is World Health Organization and Johns Hopkins University. So be careful if you are thinking traveling to Democratic Republic of Congo and Guinea. Yeah, you have to check it out before you start going that way. This virus is dangerous, very dangerous. It spreads very quickly. United States threatened to ban Israel planes landing in America. If American planes are not allowed to operate emergency flight to Israel, Israel planes will not be allowed to land in the United States, Israeli N-12 reported Saturday. The Biden administration accused Israel of violating the freedom of the air and creating a crisis with the new administration following the Israeli border closure due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The administration then demanded that planes from the United States be allowed to land in Israel. A source in the foreign ministry denied the report and told the Jerusalem Post that they were not aware of any threats from the United States. Only EL, ELI, ELAI of Israel is granted an exception to continue flying into Israel despite the border closure. So that's a warning from the United States to Israel. You got to open your air space for American planes. If not, you will not be allowed to land in the United States. So that is the challenge Biden administration facing with Israel. I know there is some issue. We know from Obama administration time, Benjamin Netanyahu, you know, he was disrespecting Joe Biden, the Obama-Joe Biden administration at the time. And he was also heard saying, we're going to make Obama a one-time president, campaigning for that end, but Obama was successfully ruled for 8 years. So Benjamin Netanyahu still prime minister, and he was sued for corruption. I don't know if he's gonna be removed for that reason, but he couldn't form a government. Multiple times election conducted, no success, and we'll see. But that's the reading part, and now let's share the selection of videos, and we'll conclude today's presentation. There you go. These are the videos I selected for you for today. There you go. Let's start. Okay.
In the last few days, Chinatown has been quiet as fear takes over the community. The attacks against Asians in the Bay Area, a growing trend.
We're just trying to send a message out and stop the hate, stop the violence.
Patrol the streets of Chinatown and Oakland to help it keep it safe, and then to stop all this racism and stuff like that. It's like getting tiring, you know. Like we got no voice, none of that.
Sandy Jang says she was shot in the head by a man with a flare gun for no reason last month.
I felt something really hot, like something dropped from the sky on my head.
We're seeing countless elders in the Asian American community being targeted
couldn't like post pictures of like what happened to them, you know, like I wanted to show people like, you know, this is real. My mom wasn't even raw, so that was kind of like unsettling, you know, like you just really just attack someone.
It's black on Asian violence. That's what they want to call it. What about that violence of living in poverty under a system that doesn't seem to care about our people?
Are you tired of damaging your wall when hanging your wall decorations? With Stas picture hanging systems, this is no longer a problem. Easy and quick to use. Just hook the cord into the rail and slide the hook to the desired height. With Stas, you can design your walls any way you want in your home as well as your office. Change decorations very easily without damaging your wall. Stas is there for everyone. For both great artists and small ones. Stas picture hanging systems for every wall.
Oromo Liberation Army (OLA) today claimed that its Sodom Buro Brigade had taken control of an Ethiopian military camp in Guji zone of Oromia. According to OLA, in Gumi Eldalo town, an Ethiopian military camp has been captured by Sodom Buro Brigade of OLA. Pictures have also been released by OLA. In the pictures, OLA fighters can be seen. OLF flag can also be seen in the pictures, viewers. Well, interesting thing which I want to share with you is that 2 days ago, OLA claimed to have captured areas in Horogodoro region. Horogodoro is close to Benishangal Gumbas. To the west of Horogodoro, there is Benishangal Gumbas, viewers. Then to the west of Benishangal Gumbas, there is Sudan, viewers. But now OLA is claiming to have taken control of a camp in Guji zone, which is far away from Horogodoro. Guji is close to Somali region of Ethiopia. So distance between Horogodoro and Guji is hundreds of kilometers. So this development shows that OLA has considerable reach in Oromia, and it is expanding its area of activities in Oromia. Though OLA has been waging war for several years, in fact decades, and some analysts say that OLA is finished. But I think that OLA seems to be regaining its strength. It's increasing the area of its operations in Oromia. Thank you very much.
Good day, and welcome to another episode of the Military and Foreign Affairs Network. I'm your host, the Voice of Reason. So this is a update on the ongoing fighting inside of Ethiopia, Tigray, and now even the Oromia region. So reports are coming in mainly from Tigray forces fighting inside of Tigray. They're reporting that operations continue against the Ethiopian Defense Forces. These operations again appear to be focused on shutting down the ability of Ethiopian forces inside of Tigray to move and supply itself. Latest reports would indicate that several dozen Ethiopian soldiers have been captured. Many are also being reported as killed, including a battalion or brigade commander of the Ethiopian Defense Forces. So again, it sounds like the war goal and war aim of the Tigrayan Defense Forces is to, again, attack the enemy where he is weak, avoid where he is strong, and to continue to degrade his ability to supply his forces inside of the field. Another issue that is going on is the Eritrean forces that have occupied parts of Tigray. The Eritrean forces do not really have the capacity to supply itself inside of the field, meaning there is not a large infrastructure to have Eritrean forces resupply itself for the amount of forces that are operating inside of Tigray. So what happens is the Eritrean army then is forced to become a foraging army. And what that means, if you are inside of Tigray, that foraging army is actually a plundering army. And that is the primary cause is because it cannot feed itself. The Eritrean government does not have a great system to supply forces that are conducting operations inside of another country, especially when that state is counter-attacking and restricting movements of supplies to those forces. Also, we're getting reports of the Oromo Liberation Army conducting operations inside of Ethiopia. Apparently, there have been at least 2 Ethiopian Defense Force outposts that have been seized by this group, and it would appear that because of operations elsewhere in Ethiopia, this has allowed the Oromo Liberation Army to conduct an uptick in operations against the Ethiopian Defense Forces.
Attention to what is unfolding in France, where the French lawmakers have now approved President Emmanuel Macron's new controversial law that proposes, at least it claims to do so, to fight radical Islam in the country. The law aims to strengthen oversight of mosques, schools, and sports clubs to safeguard France from radical Islamists. Now, the vote in the lower house was the first hurdle for the legislation that has long been in the making, after 2 weeks of intense debate. While the French government maintains that the law is meant to combat Islamist separatism, critics say that the law is actually discriminatory in the manner that it operates, and it seeks to target France's 5.7 million Muslim community, which is the largest in Europe. The activists also fear that the law could actually trample upon religious freedoms and also civil rights, and it also turn all Muslims into potential suspects. Now, the bill known as Article 18 is known as the Paty law. It's named after Samuel Paty, the teacher who, remember, had been beheaded outside of the school in Paris. And the legislation makes it a crime to endanger the life of a person simply by providing details of their private life and location. The law will also punish those doctors who provide what is known as these virginity certificates for religious marriages. It also seeks to clamp down on homeschooling for children above the age of 3. It also seeks to impose stricter financial controls on any kind of foreign funding for religious organizations in France. Now, the law has been dubbed as the anti-separatism bill, as French lawmakers fear that Islamists are actually, believe it or not, this is what the French lawmakers fear under Emmanuel Macron, that they are creating communities that reject France's secular identity and laws, and also French values as equality between sexes. While the words Islamic or Islamist has not been put in place specifically in this legislation, activists say that the bill stigmatizes the country's second largest religion, even though the majority of French Muslims do not espouse any kind of extremist views. The bill is also widely expected to be passed in the Senate and become a law over the course of the next few months.
Okay, that's the final video. Thank you for sharing your time with me. So I want to say something about the OLF victory these guys are reporting. So I didn't see, I didn't confirm with other medias, but these guys, the previous guy claimed in 2 different videos, OLF, Oromo Liberation Front, capturing Horogudro, and now he's claiming capturing the military camp in Guji zone. So you guys also need to verify, confirm this military victory with other news outlets. So 2 of them. The other guy also claiming OLF is getting strength in its fighting force and defeating Abiy Ahmed forces. So we should note that we have to find from additional information to confirm this news. BBC or OMN or something, or government media, maybe. And we don't expect government media to say anything, any positive news about the fighters, but sometimes they do it in a different way. So I didn't hear anything from the government news. The OLF itself is announcing, saying they are around the capital city. They say they are not far from that area. So let them do what they are expected to do, to speak the language of Abiy Ahmed. As he said, he wants somebody to come and die like Ajalo. That is the language he speaks. He believes in dying. If you don't die, you are nothing. You are just trash. So you have to die to show him your strength. And these people are start speaking his language. And the war in Tigray, according to this video and many other videos, the war in Tigray is not over, far from over, as Abiy Ahmed claimed. Far from over. This is going to be a long time problem for Abiy Ahmed if he assumed it will be completed within a week or 2 weeks. Then the Prosperity Party will be expanded, cheat the election, claim victory 99% like TPLF, then relax on Ethiopians. That is their strategy, that is their dream, that is their objective. But it doesn't look like it. They will not have peace. If they don't give peace to the people, they will not have peace. They will be continue with their internal fighting, with the conflict everywhere, unless they change their mind and sit with all stakeholders to solve the problem of that nation, that country, they will not have peace. And peace cannot be obtained through only military, federal police, or through undercover securities, or by the court system you control. No. You got to have the trust of the people. You have to engage the people. So these people already lost their trust, betrayed the people, and cheated, lied to the global community. They will not survive. They will not survive. So if they are smart, they have to reverse all the courses. Let the people decide openly, not by abusing power, using the military, the federal police to kill, torture, rape, destroy public properties, arresting oppositions, closing opposition party offices, intimidating lawyers of Oromo political prisoners, intimidating their doctors. This will not take you anywhere. You may feel powerful at the time, for time being, but that's meaningless, and it will not take you anywhere. You know what? You changed everything. You betrayed your people. You broke your promises. All this work against you, makes you disrespected, makes you the most detested, the most hated person on the globe, and all the nations are watching you. They are looking to do something against you, so you will not be successful. You will be removed voluntarily or by force one day. It's coming slowly, and you think you're gonna win election and relax after that? No, you will not, because you abuse the majority of people in that country. Your crimes are high. You will be persecuted for war crime you conducted in that country. And the sad thing is, this military, this federal police, the court, everybody is taking the order from one guy. Nobody's challenging him. Nobody is challenging him, and all are yes men. All of them, whether the federal court, the federal police, the military generals. This is terrible. The parliament is not there. Nobody's challenging him. Why you do this? Nobody is asking him. And the country is going into the toilet. No peace at all. No stability. And the people are hating each other. Ethnic conflicts high. So it's bad about Ethiopia. And the surge on Asian American hate, I don't know where these come from. Probably from the speech of former President Donald Trump. The China virus. Words have meaning. Words have long-term consequences. This guy keep saying these words. Now the Asian Americans are suffering for that. I believe there is no another reason. I don't see any other reasons why these people are attacking senior Asian Americans for no reason except hate created by this guy. So that's a disappointment. Is a very bad one. and it should be stopped. You know, that's inhumane. You know, attacking somebody without any reason, without any explanation. Senior people, 81, 90. These are already weak people. Why you attack them? For what reason? And as you saw in the video, it's shocking videos. So this must stop. We have the right government in the White House. I think they're gonna stop it with the help of the community. So that must stop. So that's enough, and let's continue our resistance movement in all possible ways, through campaigning, through fundraising, through protesting, helping whatever help needed, wherever it is needed. Continue the resistance movement until that country is free of tyrant, until peace and stability arise there, you know, and keep praying for all these Oromo political prisoners who are suffering on the behalf of us, the Oromos. They are not suffering for themselves, and they are suffering for Oromos. Abiy is taking advantage of the government resources to destroy them, and he will be happy if they die in jail. He will be happy. No, he gonna avoid responsibility for all his mistreatment, dragging them for extensive period in the prison, and arresting thousands and thousands of Oromos everywhere. So he think by doing that he will be successful in the future. He will win election. That's his dream, but I don't see it. The whole global community is not seeing it. He will be a loser in the long run. As I said, he already lost his dignity, respect, so he will not be successful. So let's keep praying for their safety and for well-being, to come out from that illegal imprisonment, campaign openly for upcoming election. They will win for sure, but Abiy, he knows he gonna lose if they come out. So probably he will keep them until they die, or he will keep them until he win the election by hook or crook. After that, after he win the election, he may let them out, but I don't think he will take a chance by releasing them right now. I don't see it. It could be possible, but I don't see it's coming, because this guy is determined to win the election by any means, through bloodshed, through torture, through rape, through killings, to build Ethiopia in that way. So I will be back with other news and videos. Thank you for sharing your time with me, with Concerned Citizens Media. If you have comments, suggestions, like, dislike, it's open to my videos, and share it with your friends and relatives, so we can make it grow, the Concerned Citizens Media, so it can be a voice for the voiceless in the future. Thank you again for your time.